I was about to say, where is this supposed to go? You gotta pull it. I was like, this is never gonna fit around anybody's neck. I cracked myself up. Today I'm going to be painting a beautiful winter landscape. This is something that I love doing. I love painting, in case you didn't know. I don't get a whole lot of time to paint, so today was actually my birthday, and this is something I really wanted to do for myself. So I went to Walmart, I picked up some supplies, and I'm going to paint a beautiful winter landscape. Now, this actually just kind of came to me because if you didn't know, I have been painting for quite some time, and whenever I do paint, I naturally just gravitate towards landscapes. I really love forest scenes, and I also love to make messes when I'm painting. And yes, this happens quite often. I never panic if I make a mistake like this. If you quickly wipe it off with a little bit of water, usually it picks right up off the canvas. That's because I use acrylic paints. I prefer acrylics over oil paint. They're just much easier to work with, especially for beginners. Not that you asked, but there you go. And yeah, I tend to gravitate towards landscapes, and that's just what I feel like I'm good at, and so that's what I stick to. And today, as I was painting, I kept envisioning mountains with a cabin, lots of trees, and maybe like even a winding road. And I think this was coming to mind because this is something that I genuinely love and I would love to have one day. So I just kind of went with that vision and started painting. Now, something I always do is I start my canvas off with a little bit of white paint and water mixed together, so I just basically wet my canvas a little bit. This creates a great base to start with, so that way all your colors blend a little bit easier. If you start out with just a plain dry canvas, a lot of times the paint just soaks in and it's really hard to blend it out. But if you have somewhat of a damp background that's not like soaking wet, but just a little damp, it really helps the colors blend. And now keep in mind, I do use acrylic paints, and I think that may make a difference, but I like acrylic paints. First of all, they don't smell bad. They wash off real easily if you make mistakes. And I do make quite a bit of mistakes along the way. And because I use acrylics, they are easy to fix. So I am starting with my sky, and you'll notice with my hand motions, when I do that, I'm really just trying to put a vision on the canvas, and sometimes I use my hands as like an illustration. It's kind of funny when I watch it back. I don't even notice I do it until I watch like a video back that if I filmed it. But for this sky in particular, I went with very light and airy. I wanted this to be a very snowy, bright scene, and I wanted dark forest. So that's kind of the look, really white and bright everywhere except for where the trees are going to go. And so that's why I'm going a little lighter on the sky. You can hardly see there's any color there, but it will kind of flow together once I continue. And here I am using my little hand motions again. And so yeah, and I blend colors myself. I just take a couple colors and I mix them to create the colors that I want, because they never have like the perfect brown or like the perfect black. It's always a little like a shade or two off. So I always just mix colors together to create the colors I like. And yeah, it just comes together in the end. But I will say the beginning process of all painting projects is a little intimidating. Everything looks worse before it looks better. So if you're painting a picture and it's looking like a 5-year-old did it, don't stop. Keep going. Keep adding those little details, because the details are what makes the painting come to life. You will see at one point in my painting that it looks like, okay, it's pretty, but it's not like all that. You have to keep going. Don't give up on your painting. A painting, for instance, this one, I actually sat here, I don't even want to tell you guys, it was so long. I sat here for about 5 hours, and when I tell you that I escape, like I go into a whole new world when I'm painting a picture. It's honestly the most relaxing moments of my life is when I'm painting a picture or drawing in general. But there's something about painting, and as I'm going, it almost like makes me want to cry a little bit. I don't know what it is. It's almost like it's so peaceful that like all the noise and all the stress in my life is just like kind of washed away. It truly is a beautiful, very peaceful feeling. I really love it. Clearly, I mean, I sat here for 5, almost 6 hours painting. I thought about this the other day. Whenever our building is done, I think it'd be really cool to like set up like a little art station in there, like with a really nice easel and maybe have like a really nice stool or something and just kind of face it towards like the window and door. I don't know. I'm dreaming. I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of projects though, so today's the 10th. I think I updated it in my other video as well, but we hired someone to come do the drywall for the building, and he is almost done. You guys, he's coming back tomorrow to do all the spray texture and paints and everything, and that part will be finished, so then we can move on to like, the finishing touches, the flooring and all that good jazz. Like I can't wait. I can't wait to have that finished. Oh, and another project. Let me know if y'all are interested in this too. So my brother called me the other day and he asked if I wanted to work on a project up at the family ranch. Now, listen, it's been a long time since I've done any projects up there. I stopped working on them for a while for a couple different reasons, but I don't know. I feel like those types of projects have to, like, they're targeted towards like a certain audience that has to want to watch that type of makeover, because you are taking basically a glorified barn and making it nicer. So if y'all are interested in seeing me do a makeover in the bathroom up there, which is in horrible shape, like I'm not even joking, it's probably the worst bathroom that would ever have been posted on YouTube. So if y'all are interested in seeing me do that, let me know. I've kind of been going back and forth on if I should do it. If I do it, it's definitely going to be one of those projects where it's probably not going to ever be like 100%, because it is going to be like an affordable ranch house, like hunting cabin style refresh. It's not going to be something that you typically see like on YouTube. A lot of times when you see like renovations, you see like a crappy before and then you see like this magical, really expensive bathroom. This won't be like that. You can only do so much. So I don't know. Let me know. We're not doing like a full renovation. It's really just like touch-ups to make it a little bit more, a little nicer for the ladies that are up there. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Alright, full transparency here. At this point during the painting, I started to realize this was taking much longer than I expected. My camera had already cut off twice because of storage space, and at one point it cuts off. It was, like I said, it was just a day where I was really into the painting and I just wanted to paint, and I just stopped worrying about the SD card and filming and the setup and all that. I need to, so next time I decide to do a painting, I am going to set up a better SD card that's a little bit larger that can fit all the footage, so I don't have to keep stopping. My camera does cut off. I think it's like every 25 or maybe 30 minutes it cuts off automatically. Like the footage gets too long, so it automatically cuts off. And at one point it cut off and I didn't film like none of the trees, which really honestly irks my nerves. Like I could have swore that I was filming half of this. And I went to go import the footage, and I'm like, where's all the trees? Like, where did all the footage go from the trees? Because that's like the hardest part, I feel like, in any painting, and I really love sharing that with you guys. So I'm kind of bummed. It's okay. We'll save it for the next painting. But I want to show, like, I really want you guys to pay attention to the details here. So if you really look close, the house, the fence line, the trees, they all don't have their highlights yet. They don't have like all their details just yet. And that is what makes the painting pop. So remember earlier when I told you that sometimes your painting might start looking, like not the best? Don't give up on it. Keep going, keep adding those little details and those highlights and those little touch-ups. They are what makes the painting come to life. So I wanted to tell y'all about my birthday evening. So yesterday, whenever Dylan got home and the kids got home from school, I got to open up my I almost said Christmas gifts, my birthday gifts. I got a new robe, a pair of slippers, a new pair of tennis shoes, which I love so much. They haven't came in yet, but I got to know what they are. I needed like a really nice pair of just like white tennis shoes to wear like out. So he got me those, and then I also got the cutest cup ever. I did share over on Instagram. Oops. If you guys follow me there. Actually, I shared it on my community tab too. Who am I kidding? I forgot I shared it there too. But then we went out to Red Lobster, and let me tell y'all. So we pull up to Red Lobster, and it is completely dead. Like there's nobody there. And Dylan was like, I think they're closed. And I was like, there's people inside, because you could see people walking. And so, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead. You're good. But anyway, there was nobody there. And so Dylan was like, I think they're closed. I was like, no, there's people inside. So then we see other cars pulling in. So I'm like, park in the front so I can like make sure. So we go inside, and it is like ghost town in there. There's hardly anybody sitting down eating, and that should have been our sign to like hightail it right then, but we didn't. So I say something to the lady. I'm like, is it typically dead like this? It's a Monday, so I didn't think it was going to be like packed by any means. She's like, sometimes during the week it's a little slower at the beginning of the week, and then it picks up towards the end of the week. She's like, but we're still good, I promise. So it's like, okay, cool. So then we go ahead and have a seat, and I will tell you that our waitress was really sweet, super sweet. Service probably wasn't the best, but she was very, very kind. I think a lot of it had to do with how slow they were. Like, what the heck? And y'all, I was shocked at, first of all, everything that came out. There was something wrong with it, but we didn't complain. We just like ate it, and we're like ready to get out of there. I told Dylan, I was like, never again. So let me know in the comments, what is your go-to for a restaurant? We typically always choose Longhorn Steakhouse every single time, and we never ever are disappointed. It's very rare if something ever happens at Longhorn that we're like disappointed with, but we try something new. And first of all, I couldn't even get into my crab legs. I tried to like crack my crab leg open, and it like it was flying everywhere. Like you couldn't even get into them. They were like so hard. It wasn't the best meal. Service was really, like I said, our waitress was really, really kind, very sweet. Oh, and her birthday was actually today, December 10th. So my birthday was yesterday, her birthday was today, and then there was another couple that came in and sat down, and it was their birthday. There was a lot of birthdays yesterday, and a lot of you also had a birthday yesterday or today. So happy birthday to all of you December babies. Pretty crazy. I didn't realize how many people followed me that were Sagittariuses as well. Pretty cool how you kind of find your people, I guess. Not that someone else couldn't be your people, you know what I mean. But anyway, so yeah, we went to Red Lobster last night, and then we ended up stopping by Subway. And it was funny because I told Dylan, I was like, next birthday, I just want to eat Subway at home. But we stopped at Subway and we got cookies. So that was my, instead of having like birthday cake, I don't really like cake like that. I prefer like chocolate chip cookies. So that's what we had. And we had a really nice night. It was honestly really great. Although dinner wasn't the best. We make the best out of it every time. Oh, and my son made me the cutest note ever, and I actually saved it. I'll try to post a picture of it here like on the screen so you can see, but it says, "I love you so, so much, Mom. You are the best mom I could ever have in my whole life," is what it says. It's the cutest thing. It literally, I took a picture of it, and he also made one for Dad as well. It says, "I love you, Dad, so, so much. You are the best dad I could ever have. Love you." I love his little notes. I did also sign my painting again. This is something new, and I am trying to, I feel like, nobody ever talks about this. Like, no artist ever talks about the signature on your painting. It is so freaking hard. I messed this up like 50 times, and I had to like clear the canvas. Like, I had to paint over it and then start over. But I'm not sharing all that with you guys because it took forever. But I did get it, and it turned out okay. The thing is, I want my signature to look like mine, but when you're trying to paint it, it's like so tiny with a paintbrush on the canvas that I paint with, it's really thick, like the canvas texture. Oh, sorry. I all of a sudden had like a tickle in my throat. I was trying not to cough. The canvas texture is so thick that it makes the little tiny paintbrush hard to get, like, you know, get it right. But I eventually accomplished it. Alrighty, the painting is done, and here's how it turned out. I am obsessed. I think it looks so pretty. The only thing I feel like I could do a little different, but I'm not going to critique it because you probably didn't even notice, so never mind. I'm just going to leave it because I feel like the more you mess with paintings, you will end up messing them up. But in case you're wondering why I painted this in particular, this is what I dream of having one day. A long winding road leading to my little cabin out in the woods with a nice little fire going. This is like my dream, with like snowy mountains in the background. Probably never have that, but it's a dream, so keep dreaming. But I really love how it turned out. I think it's beautiful.